What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Pepsi, the dude with attitude. So crack a 40 and check your rollies. Today, we're doing the very long overdue review and the truth tell-all of Far Cry New Dawn. If you haven't played it, we won't be talking really about any spoilers. If I do, I'll warn you. Um, and for those that have already played the game, feel free to voice how you feel about the game yourself in the comments. If you want to talk about Far Cry 5, you can too. First off is playing this game was what I hoped it would be. I mean, it had its ups and downs, not gonna lie, and it could have been better, but it was beautiful. Far Cry 5 was beautiful, but let's face it, all the Far Cry games are quite stunning if you look at them. But this one, being post-apocalyptic, it took a different take. When you think of Fallout or the other ones, you always think, burnt trees, destroyed, carnage. Now, mind you, this does take place 17 years after a nuclear bomb apocalypse, whatever. But still, you wouldn't think, look at Fallout, look at how long it takes after the first bomb. So, I liked this. The water, it was really good the way they did things. And, they cut some things off and they added some new stuff. So, rating the visuals and stuff, I probably rate it a 9 out of 10. Like, some of it was blah, but a lot of it was good. You could revisit places exactly where they were in the other one. So 9 out of 10 on visuals. Gameplay, shooting wise, I liked the gameplay in this one a little bit better. And also the gameplay in this one was more challenging. And I for one actually liked the health caps over the attackers, over the enemies. And the animals, I thought that was a cool little thing to add. I understand not everyone enjoyed that. I personally did. I think they did good with that. The combat, the games. A lot of people expected a lot of customizations with the guns. I liked it for what it was. But it really... I'm hoping with the next game, if they say you can, customize games... or customize the guns, we have a little bit more customization options and whatnot. But the weather in this was basically like every other Far Cry game. It was dark and then night. No, not really any thunderstorms or rain, anything special like that. So there was a lot of life. There was a lot of animals and a lot of hunting to do. So, and there was a lot to do during the story. So gameplay-wise, probably 7 or an 8 out of 10. Because after you beat the story, I personally feel like, well, what is there to do? Gameplay-wise. Which brings me to the story. The story is short, just like any spin-off or short little game would be. Let's not forget Primal. Primal was a good story, but it was short. This was a good story, but it is short. There's 20-something missions. But I like the way it goes. For example, with Far Cry 5, I was able to make 12 episodes. With this, I was able to make 8. And I did kind of push it with the way I was going about it, but it is what it is. This game was $40 for, a lot of people said it was DLC and it should have just been a DLC, not a whole nother game, this or that. Personally, $40 for a game like this, I feel like it was worth it. I enjoyed it immensely. The games like this, games like Days Gone, which I'll be getting into a Days Gone review coming probably next month. After you beat the game, what is there? Spider-Man, great game, great storytelling, loved it. But once you beat the game, beat the story, what is there? Well, see, that's the thing. Post-apocalyptic games are different. They give you more of a chance to do. They should give you like, go build, go do this, go do that. Same, you should be able to build a cabin or this or that. And nothing really special, but you have to do, you have to survive. After the story, do that. Otherwise, you just play the game and you're done. Days Gone doesn't do it, and this game doesn't really do it. However, there are expeditions, which are fun, and you can upgrade the facilities and stuff, and you still have a few other short little stories you can do, and you can check out places around the map, places from Far Cry 5 and whatnot. So, gameplay wise would be a 7 or 8. Story wise, though, like I was saying, short story but good story. It wraps up all the ends. And I liked how it ended. I liked how it ended with now when I say ended, I'm not saying he dies or he doesn't, but I liked the arc with the father, and I liked the arc with the twins. Now the very last few minutes of this, I'll probably go into spoilers a little bit more. Um, but overall, the story was what I wanted it to be. We got new characters, we got old characters, and story-wise, I'd probably give this 9 out of 10. Like, that's just because I wanted it to be a little bit longer. But either way, now the question is it worth it for $40 for this game? Absolutely. The story is short, but you still get basically the same world from Far Cry 5, don't get me wrong, but it's changed. And they did copy and paste with this game, which is what I see people commenting and stuff on Facebook and such. But what do you expect them to do? This is the same map, and it's the nuclear war. They cut off some spots. I think they did great. I think they did great with the map for this. Copy and pasted. So this game for $40, whether you wanted it for a DLC or not, they couldn't have made it a DLC. I'm sorry. It would have been too much work, or at least that's what I believe. $40. What if they would have marked this at $60? It wouldn't have been worth 60 to me. So that's what I think about the main stuff. Now I'm going to talk about story and wrap up my full review of this game. I liked what happened with the father. I liked how they introduced his son. Not everything kind of fit for some people. Some of it was inconsistent or this or that. I felt like the story for what it was good. It wrapped up the father arc. It wrapped up the twin arc. I really liked the twin stuff. And I kind of liked how the stories and everything, how it evolved and everything. And the part with the Rush getting shot was such a surprise. It was so out of nowhere. So, like I said, I really enjoyed the way they went about this game. And I can't wait for the next Far Cry. A lot of people are saying they're all kind of the same. In a way, they are. But Assassin's Creeds are kind of all the same, and I love the Assassin's Creed. A lot of games, especially big series like this, there's going to be a lot of similarities and stuff. So if you're looking and you've been thinking about this game, I would highly recommend it, especially for $40, but it does go on sale sometimes. The lowest I've seen it for is like $20. For $20 for this game is a steal to me. And we do have those summer sales coming up, so be sure to look out for those. And definitely pick up this game. And if you haven't picked up Far Cry 5 and you're thinking about it, this is a direct sequel. And like I said, it's a good game. I just wish there was something to do after it. Like after this review, I'm probably gonna undownload it, and honestly, I probably won't play it again. I've done everything there is to do besides platinum it. And if y'all want to platinum it, then yeah, that I've looked at the trophies. It could take a while. It really just depends on how much time you have. But those are my thoughts. That's the truth. The truth about it is Far Cry New Dawn to me was not a failure. It was a success. And I didn't get everything I wanted, but it was still good. So, if you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you have any differences in opinion, be sure to comment down below what that is. We'd love to hear from you. And we will see you next time when you're ready for some more reviews. And remember, Pepsi then, Pepsi now, Pepsi forever. And most importantly, survive and endure. Have a peptastic day.